In 1975, the eerie landscape of suburban life became a chilling backdrop for a story that explored unsettling transformations in modern women. As the film unfolded, viewers witnessed the gradual replacement of vibrant, independent personalities with emotionless replicas, echoing the fears of societal pressures and expectations. The haunting term Stepford wife emerged, symbolizing a woman who embodies perfection, impeccably groomed, flawlessly composed, and entirely devoid of genuine emotional expression. From the lens of the movie, we gain insight into the unsettling parallel between fiction and reality. Off-screen, the experiences of the two lead actresses revealed a disturbing connection to their on-camera personas. Bizarre incidents plagued their lives, mirroring the sinister dynamics of the film. As they navigated the unpredictable waters of Hollywood fame, the line blurred between their roles and real-life challenges. Behind the glamour, these capable women faced their own struggles with identity, autonomy, and the often harsh judgments of society. What transpired within their lives served as a haunting reminder of the film's chilling themes, and offered a glimpse into the complexities that defined their existence. Behind the perfect facade lay stories marked by unexpected twists, revealing that even in an industry filled with illusion, the truth can be just as strange and unnerving as fiction. The shadows of the Stepford narrative lingered long after the credits rolled, raising profound questions about the cost of seeming perfection in a world where authenticity is often sacrificed for acceptance. The movie focuses on a story inspired by a 1972 novel by Ir Levin. In this tale, Joanna Eberhardt, a photographer from New York City, faces life changes when her husband persuades her to relocate to the idyllic town of Stepford, Connecticut. This town seems perfect on the surface, offering a serene lifestyle away from the hustle and bustle of city life. However, Joanna quickly notices an unsettling pattern among the women in Stepford. They all appear to be unnaturally happy and serene, dressed in long skirts and embodying a warm and submissive demeanor. As Joanna interacts with the locals, she becomes increasingly disturbed by the lack of individuality and the almost robotic behavior of the women around her. The more she learns, the more she realizes that Stepford harbors dark secrets about gender roles and conformity. Joanna's journey becomes a fight against the oppressive forces that seek to enforce an idealized image of femininity, revealing the sinister underpinnings of suburban life in this seemingly perfect town. As Joanna and her friend Bobby observe their community, they begin to notice a disturbing change in their friends' personalities. Overnight, these women transform into versions that seem to fit a mold of obedient male fantasies, leaving Joanna and Bobby deeply unsettled. The dynamics of their relationships shift dramatically, prompting the two to question what is happening in their seemingly idyllic neighborhood. They sense a sinister force at work, pushing the women to conform to outdated ideals of femininity that rob them of their individuality. Casting the role of Joanna was no simple task. The filmmakers faced challenges as prominent actresses like Jean Seberg and Diane Keaton turned down the role, which added to the difficulties of bringing the story to life. The search for the right actress became a significant hurdle in the production process. The filmmakers sought someone who could effectively portray Joanna's complex emotions and growing paranoia. It was crucial to capture the essence of a woman grappling with her own identity, while witnessing her friends fade away into ambient domesticity. The struggle to find the perfect Joanna allowed for a deeper exploration of the themes in the film, highlighting the pressures women face in a society that demands conformity. Catherine Ross, who gained fame for her role in The Graduate, took on the part of Joanna in The Stepford Wives. Her performance was crucial in bringing the character's journey to life in a story that explores themes of identity and conformity. The film was shot on location in Connecticut, showcasing the picturesque towns of Darien and Fairfield. These charming settings served to create a stark contrast between the beautiful, idyllic environment and the unsettling narrative unfolding on-screen. While many horror movies lean into darker, gloomier atmospheres, this film stood out by being set in bright, beautiful sunlight. The vibrant surroundings, with their lush greenery and well-kept homes, offered a deceptive charm that perfectly mirrored the film's eerie undertones. This choice in cinematography allowed the story to explore horror in a unique way, where the cheerful facade of suburban life hid disturbing truths beneath its surface. The bright aesthetic enhanced the horror elements, making the viewer question the reality of the seemingly perfect community. As Joanna navigates her unsettling experiences, the contrast between the sunny setting and the dark themes adds depth to the film's narrative. The director created a unique vision known as the Stepford style, combining the innocent charm of Marilyn Monroe with the idealized domesticity of June Cleaver. This blend represented a perfect yet unsettling image of femininity that played a central role in the film's exploration of gender roles and societal expectations. Initially, the original script had a different idea that painted the wives as playful and provocative figures akin to Playboy bunnies. However, the director decided to take a different path, shifting the wardrobe choices to pastels and long skirts. This costume change helped convey a sense of conservativeness and traditional gender norms, emphasizing the eerie perfection of the Stepford wives. The pastel colors and flowing skirts evoked a softer, more wholesome image, masking the underlying themes of control and conformity. By transforming the portrayal of the wives, the film deepened its critique of 1970s America, questioning what it meant to be a woman in a seemingly idyllic suburban landscape. The fashion choices became symbols of the oppressive structures these women faced, adding layers of meaning to the visual storytelling. Through thoughtful design and direction, the Stepford style became a pivotal element that enriched the narrative. Joanna and Bobby are the only normal wives in the eerie community of Stepford. As they observe their neighbors' strange and robotic behaviors, they begin to suspect something is deeply wrong. The other women, once vibrant and unique, now seem to have converted into docile housewives, catering to their husbands' every whim without a trace of individuality. Joanna's worries become personal when Bobby, her loving husband, transforms overnight into a cheerful homemaker. This sudden change horrifies Joanna as she watches the man she loves morph into a version of himself that does not resemble who he once was. Determined to reclaim her family and her husband's true identity, Joanna formulates a plan to escape Stepford. However, her resolve is shattered when she discovers that her children are missing. This revelation drives her deeper into the mystery of the men's association that governs the community. As she navigates through fear and isolation, she confronts the chilling reality of what has happened to her family and her neighbors, seeking to uncover the secrets that lurk within the seemingly idyllic town. The stakes are high, and Joanna realizes that her fight may not just be for her own freedom, but for the very souls of the women who have been lost in Stepford. The men's association in Stepford creates an unsettling reality by replacing their wives with high-tech robots designed to be perfect. These robots embody the ideal woman, catering to every whim and desire, ultimately robbing them of their autonomy. In this chilling environment, Joanna, the protagonist, confronts her doppelganger, an android version of herself. This encounter becomes violent when her double strangles her, leaving Joanna struggling for her identity and essence. As the story unfolds, Joanna's fate mirrors that of the other women, as she is later seen transformed into a compliant Stepford wife, stripped of her individuality and spirit. Notably, the casting choices for Joanna and her husband Bobby are also significant. Initially, Mary Tyler Moore and Valerie Harper were considered for these roles, generating buzz as a potential publicity stunt. However, they were ultimately rejected, which led to other actors taking on the iconic characters. The film cleverly uses these developments to deepen the narrative, exploring themes of conformity and loss of self through the lens of a seemingly idyllic suburb. Director Brian Forbes and screenwriter William Goldman had significant conflicts regarding the script changes for the Stepford wives. Their disagreements arose as each had a different vision for the film, leading to tension during the production process. Goldman, known for his strong storytelling style, wanted to maintain certain aspects of the original narrative that he felt were essential. In contrast, Forbes sought to reshape the screenplay to fit his artistic interpretation of the story. This clash resulted in a challenging working environment, impacting the creative output of the film. The movie also faced feminist protests upon its release, as many viewed it as a representation of sexism and the subjugation of women. The portrayal of women as perfect housewives, devoid of ambition or individuality, struck a chord with activists who found it offensive. These protests highlighted the societal norms that the film appeared to critique, sparking conversations about gender roles and expectations during the 1970s. Catherine Ross, who played a prominent role in the film, commented on the protests, stating that they demonstrated the movie's powerful impact on audiences and societal issues. She recognized that the response from feminist groups underscored the relevance of the film's themes, indicating that it resonated with viewers in more profound ways than intended. Ross's reflections validate the notion that art can provoke thought and stir emotions, causing audiences to engage with critical discussions regarding gender and identity. This intersection of creative conflict, societal reaction, and reflective commentary encapsulates the intense atmosphere surrounding the film's release. Strange occurrences surrounded the production of the 1975 film The Stepford Wives, especially impacting its lead actresses, Paula Prentice and Catherine Ross. Paula Prentice's experience on set took a dramatic turn when she faced immense pressure during filming. Her emotional state deteriorated, culminating in a crisis where she climbed a catwalk and threatened to jump. This alarming incident led to her hospitalization, drawing concern from the entire cast and crew. The atmosphere on set was tense as everyone grappled with the implications of such a public breakdown. Meanwhile, Catherine Ross, who also starred in the film, navigated her own challenges within the industry. Both actresses were known for their talent, yet the strange incidents they faced were reflective of the intense pressures of Hollywood during the 1970s. The film, which explored themes of conformity and identity, seemed eerily connected to the personal struggles of its stars. Their experiences highlighted the toll that the demands of performing and public scrutiny can take on individuals in the limelight, revealing the darker side of fame during that era. Catherine Ross faced a challenging situation when her relationship with her daughter turned violent. In a moment of fear and desperation, she sought a restraining order against her daughter after being threatened and stabbed. This serious action highlighted the intense conflict and turmoil within their relationship. The restraining order aimed to ensure Ross's safety while legally preventing her daughter from coming near her. However, the emotional strain of such an order can often complicate familial bonds. Despite the turmoil, in a powerful turn of events, Ross and her daughter eventually found a way to reconcile. This reconciliation process likely involved understanding and healing, allowing them to navigate their complex emotions. Family relationships can experience deep wounds, but they also hold the potential for recovery and growth over time. Such experiences shape individual lives and often lead to personal transformations. The journey of reconciliation is a testament to the strength of familial love, even in the face of adversity, illustrating the complex nature of parent-child dynamics. The Stepford Wives, directed by Brian Forbes and released in 1975, stands as a thought-provoking exploration of gender roles, societal expectations, and the impact of technology on humanity. The film's narrative centers around a suburban community where wives suddenly transform into perfect, submissive homemakers, raising unsettling questions about identity and autonomy that resonate even more today than they did at the time of its release. On one hand, the film is praised for its intelligent storytelling and innovative premise. Viewers often describe it as a perfect blend of suspense and social commentary. It offers a nuanced critique of the era's gender dynamics, a theme that remains relevant in contemporary discussions surrounding feminism and individual agency. The film successfully balances entertainment with deeper political messages, engaging audiences while prompting them to reflect on critical issues of conformity and identity. However, some critiques highlight the film's shortcomings in fully articulating its weighty themes. Detractors note that the film's ending seems to sidestep the exploration of its most intriguing ideas, leaving audiences with unresolved questions rather than a comprehensive understanding of the malevolent forces at play. There's speculation that the film's creators may have hesitated to present a more explicit commentary, potentially diluting the provocative implications of its narrative. Despite these concerns, it remains a superior adaptation compared to its successors, with many dismissing attempts like the Stepford Children as inauthentic and ineffective. The portrayal of technology and chemical manipulation in the Stepford Wives is another focal point of discussion. The film serves as a cautionary tale about society's willingness to sacrifice individuality for convenience and safety, echoing Orwellian themes of control and oppression. This perspective prompts viewers to consider the growing role of technology in modern life, where the customization of humanity has become a tangible reality. Critics argue that while the film raises essential questions about the erosion of personal identity, it ultimately shies away from delivering a complete and impactful message, which might have served to empower viewers or catalyze meaningful discussions. The performances, particularly those of the lead actors, are frequently highlighted as a key strength of the film. Their portrayals imbue the characters with depth and relatability, allowing the audience to connect emotionally with their struggles. The tension and unease that permeate the film stem not only from the unsettling transformation of the wives, but from the pervasive sense of paranoia that underlies their suburban existence. This aspect of the storytelling enhances its suspenseful nature, making it a compelling watch. In conclusion, The Stepford Wives is a complex film that masterfully weaves together entertainment and unsettling social commentary. While it has garnered acclaim for its sharp critique of gender roles and the dangers of technological influence, it also invites criticism for not fully capitalizing on its themes. This duality adds to the film's richness, allowing it to remain a significant piece of cinema that encourages ongoing dialogue around autonomy, identity, and the societal pressures that continue to shape lives in subtle yet profound ways. Its lasting impact and relevance affirm its status as a classic that not only entertains, but also challenges viewers to question the very fabric of their realities. As the chilling conclusion of The Stepford Wives settles in, a new layer of intrigue awaits. What happened to the women who navigated this surreal suburban nightmare? In our bonus segment, we delve deeper into the lives of the cast, both on and off screen. Discover how these talented actors transition from the eerie atmosphere of Stepford to their own personal journeys, filled with unexpected twists and remarkable achievements. We'll explore the struggles they faced in Hollywood after the film's release, the unique roles they embraced, and how their experiences shaped their careers. Did they find empowerment in their own narratives, or were they forever haunted by the roles they played? Uncover stories of resilience, transformation, and the enduring influence of the Stepford Wives on their lives. Join us as we peel back the layers of this iconic film and reveal the fates of its unforgettable cast. You won't want to miss what comes next. Kenneth McMillan portrayed the role of market manager in the 1975 film The Stepford Wives, a character embodying corporate manipulation and the chilling aspects of conformity. His performance hints at a darker undercurrent within the suburban facade, reflecting the film's critique of traditional gender roles. McMillan's market manager becomes a symbol of the control exerted over the lives of the women in Stepford, serving to amplify the sense of dread and tension throughout the narrative. After the film, McMillan continued to work in theater and on television, appearing in notable productions such as The World According to Garp and a recurring role in the series A Woman Called Goldfinger. However, his career faced challenges, including typecasting and struggles with alcoholism, which marred his later years. Personal hardships surfaced as he dealt with health issues related to his drinking and often found himself in a struggle against the darker aspects of fame. His life was punctuated by instances of disillusionment and alienation from the industry. Tragically, Kenneth McMillan passed away from complications related to diabetes in 1989, leaving behind a legacy marked by both remarkable talent and personal struggles. Recent reflections on his work highlight the lasting impact of his performances, particularly in films that explore the eerie quiet of suburban life. Joseph Sommer portrayed Ted Van Sant in the 1975 film The Stepford Wives. His character is a husband whose unsettling demeanor raises questions about the nature of masculinity and autonomy within a seemingly perfect suburban setting. Sommer's performance amplified the film's tension, subtly invoking a sense of dread beneath the surface of idyllic life. After this role, Sommer continued to work in film and television but faced challenges in the later years of his career, struggling to find roles that matched his earlier success. His career spanned several decades, with notable appearances in various projects, yet he often went unrecognized for his substantial contributions. In his personal life, Sommer endured difficulties that darkened his existence, including battles with depression. He experienced the turmoil of failed relationships and lost opportunities, leading him to retreat from the public eye. Little is known about his later years, as he preferred a private life, shrouded in mystery. As of the latest updates, there have been no significant public appearances or new projects announced, leaving fans of his work to reflect on his legacy quietly. Mary Stuart Masterson portrayed Kim Eberhardt in the 1975 film The Stepford Wives, a character embodying a young, questioning woman amid a chilling suburban world where wives are eerily compliant. Eberhardt's struggle against the oppressive norms of her environment highlights Masterson's ability to convey vulnerability and strength. Her performance left a lasting impression, setting a tone of mystery that resonated beyond the film's narrative. After The Stepford Wives, Masterson's career saw significant highs and lows. She appeared in notable films such as Some Kind of Wonderful and Fried Green Tomatoes, showcasing her diverse acting skills. However, behind the scenes, her life was filled with personal challenges. She faced public scrutiny due to a volatile marriage with actor and director Jeremy Sisto, which was marked by intense media attention and eventual divorce. Masterson also battled with health issues, including infertility, which deeply affected her emotionally. In her later life, she turned towards directing and producing, seeking to explore deeper, often darker themes in her work. As of the latest updates, Masterson is still active in film and television, continuing to leave an indelible mark on the industry through her resilience and artistry. In the 1975 film The Stepford Wives, Paula Prentiss plays Bobby Marco, a character caught in a chilling narrative that explores themes of conformity and loss of individuality. Bobby stands out as a free-spirited woman who begins to uncover the dark secrets behind the seemingly perfect suburban life. Prentiss's portrayal highlights her character's struggles as she grapples with the unsettling transition of her neighbors into idealized, submissive versions of themselves, effectively embodying a sense of dread and urgency that grips the audience. After The Stepford Wives, Paula Prentiss faced various challenges in both her professional and personal life. While she enjoyed success in the 1960s and early 70s, her later career was marred by less prominent roles and missed opportunities, often attributed to her withdrawing from the public eye. On a personal level, Prentiss dealt with the complexities of her marriage to actor Richard Benjamin. Their union faced trials, yet they remained partners both in life and occasionally in work. Scandals and hardships marked Prentiss's journey, including struggles with mental health that were compounded by the pressures of Hollywood. However, she persevered, finding solace in a quieter life. The last known information suggests that Prentiss has distanced herself from the entertainment industry, living a more private lifestyle, yet her legacy remains impactful. In the 1975 film The Stepford Wives, Nanette Newman portrays Carol Van Sant, a character who embodies the tension between illusion and reality in suburban life. Carol is depicted as a seemingly perfect housewife, reflecting the sinister undertones of a community where women are mysteriously transformed into obedient beings. Newman's performance adds depth to her character, highlighting the underlying fear and disillusionment that permeate the film. Following The Stepford Wives, Newman continued her acting career in films and television, often portraying roles that challenge societal norms. However, her life off-screen was marked by personal hardships and controversies. Newman faced a difficult separation from her first husband, leading her to navigate the complexities of life as a single mother. She also dealt with scrutiny regarding her choice of roles, often being seen as an enigma for playing characters that conflicted with her public image. In recent years, there has been little information about her. As of the latest updates, she remains a figure of intrigue, a reflection of the loneliness hidden behind a facade of domestic tranquility. Catherine Ross portrayed Joanna Eberhardt in the 1975 film The Stepford Wives, a character who embodies both innocence and growing paranoia. As Joanna, Ross is a strong representation of a woman grappling with a chilling reality in a seemingly perfect suburban setting. She gives depth to the role with her emotional performance, illustrating Joanna's transformation from a hopeful newcomer to a woman filled with dread and suspicion. This haunting evolution captures the audience's attention, making her struggle against conformity and control deeply impactful. Ross's career saw her rise to fame in the late 1960s and 1970s with notable roles in films like Butch Cassidy and The Sundance Kid. However, her life was not without challenges. She faced personal hardships, including a highly publicized divorce from actor Conrad Bain. Additionally, her battle with the pressures of Hollywood and the struggle to maintain privacy in an often invasive industry cast a shadow on her stardom. In later years, Ross stepped back from the limelight, opting for a quieter life. As of now, reports suggest that she lives a reclusive life, reflecting on her storied career away from the Hollywood spotlight, remaining a mysterious figure to many fans. Michael Higgins portrayed Frank Cornell in the 1975 movie The Stepford Wives, embodying a character entwined in the eerie transformations occurring within the suburban setting. His portrayal held a mirror to the chilling themes of conformity and control, capturing the unsettling dissonance between the idyllic community and the dark reality beneath. While his role was pivotal, it marked just one chapter in a complex career. Following The Stepford Wives, Higgins found a steady place in television, appearing in series such as The Streets of San Francisco and The Rockford Files. However, his life was shadowed by personal struggles. Higgins faced multiple challenges, including battles with depression and substance abuse. In the late 1980s, he encountered a scandal when he was arrested for possession, which momentarily derailed his career. Despite these hardships, Higgins persevered, emerging with a focus on smaller, independent projects that reflected his artistic vision. His last known role came in the late 1990s But the details of his final years remain elusive. His story serves as a reminder of the duality of fame and personal turmoil. Franklin Cover portrayed Edwin Pyrrhus in the 1975 film The Stepford Wives, bringing a sense of eerie normalcy to the unsettling story. As Ed, he represented the quintessential suburban husband, complicit in the dark transformation of his wife and neighbors. Cover's performance stood out, reflecting a disturbing blend of charm and coldness that added depth to the character. Outside of his notable role, Franklin Cover's life was marked by a series of personal struggles. He faced financial difficulties as he sought consistent work in acting. His career spanned various television roles, but often he took on less impactful parts that did not capture the public's attention. However, Cover's journey was not devoid of controversy. He was involved in various personal scandals, including publicized tumultuous relationships that prompted media scrutiny. In the later years of his life, Cover became less active in the entertainment industry, retreating into privacy. He passed away on February 17, 2006, leaving behind a legacy entwined with the unsettling themes of the Stepford Wives and the often hidden complexities of life beneath the surface. Tina Louise played Charmaine Wynne Pyrrhus in the unsettling 1975 film The Stepford Wives. Her character represents the idealized suburban woman, embodying the film's exploration of conformity and control. Charmaine, a seemingly perfect housewife, becomes a part of the disturbing transformation that the film critiques, highlighting fears of losing individuality in a controlled environment. Louise's performance captured the eerie blend of charm and menace that permeates the story. Following The Stepford Wives, Louise's career saw ups and downs. She starred in various TV shows and films but struggled to shake off the typecasting from her earlier work. Personal challenges deeply affected her life. Louise faced being labeled as a scream queen, and her career choices often led to frustration and disappointment. Moreover, her relationships became fodder for tabloids, notably her marriage to Les Crane, a whirlwind union that ended in divorce. Louise also grappled with the pressures of Hollywood's beauty standards, which led to turbulent self-image issues. In her later years, Louise distanced herself from her past, focusing on charities and humanitarian work. As of recent reports, she remains active, albeit reclusive, often seen participating at franchise events related to her early work. Yet she cherishes her privacy. The complexities of her life reflect a woman who, despite the industry's pressures and personal trials, continues to tread her own path. Patrick O'Neill's portrayal of Dale Koba in the 1975 film The Stepford Wives left a haunting impression. As the charismatic yet sinister leader of the Stepford men, he embodied a chilling presence that reflected the film's themes of conformity and control. Koba's chilling manipulations and the dark undertones of his character resonated well with audiences, making O'Neill a memorable figure in this iconic thriller. After The Stepford Wives, O'Neill's career included diverse roles in film and television, yet he struggled with typecasting and found it hard to maintain prominence in an evolving industry. His marriage to actress Joan O'Brien ended amid rumors of infidelity and personal demons, casting shadows on his personal life. The couple faced hardships during their marriage, battling public scrutiny. O'Neill faced a turbulent relationship with alcohol, which affected his health and career trajectory, leading to evident struggles for sobriety. In the late 1980s, O'Neill shifted focus to theater, attempting a comeback but rarely finding significant recognition. The 1990s brought more challenges, including financial troubles that forced him to step back from the limelight. His last known public appearance was in the early 2000s, after which he became increasingly reclusive. There have been no substantial updates regarding his status or whereabouts in recent years. Many who remember him reflect on the enigmatic life that he led, marked by both talent and turbulence. In the 1975 film The Stepford Wives, Dee Wallace played the role of Nettie the maid, a minor yet pivotal character in this unsettling tale about suburban conformity and the eerie undertones of domestic life. Wallace's portrayal adds depth to the unsettling atmosphere, hinting at a darker reality that lies beneath the surface of the idyllic community. This role was one of many that showcased her ability to convey complex emotions, even in brief appearances. After stepping away from The Stepford Wives, Dee Wallace's career saw a significant rise, particularly in the horror genre. She gained recognition as the mother in E.T., The Extraterrestrial, and later found roles in films like Cujo. However, her journey was not without personal turmoil. Wallace faced several hardships, including the impact of the Hollywood system on women and the struggle to assert her place in an industry that often overlooked female talent. In the mid-1980s, she experienced a series of personal crises, including the tragic death of her mother. This profoundly affected her, leading to a period of reevaluation in both her personal and professional life. Despite these challenges, Wallace has remained a resilient figure. She transitioned to working in independent films and made appearances in television series, continuously engaging with fans and the industry. As of now, she teaches acting and has authored books that reflect on her experiences. Her recent interviews reveal a woman who embraces her past while encouraging younger generations in their artistic endeavors. The Stepford Wives is more than just a film. It captures a moment in time when societal norms were being questioned. The female leads, including Catherine Ross and Paula Prentice, not only delivered memorable performances but also faced their own unique challenges in Hollywood, from typecasting to personal struggles. As we reflect on this classic, we remember how it sparked conversations about gender roles and domestic life in the 1970s. It is a film that has left a lasting impression not just on its cast, but on audiences as well. Did you watch The Stepford Wives during your childhood? How did it resonate with you back then? And what feelings does it evoke today? Perhaps it reminded you of your own experiences, or made you think about the changes in society since its release. We invite you to share your memories and stories in the comments. Your reflections can help bring this nostalgic journey to life for everyone who enjoyed this